Hello everyone, it's Sister Garver. Welcome to week 11. I just wanted to go over your assignments really quickly for this week. So this week you are not going to have a quiz over the chapter reading, so yay, a little break from that. So a couple different assignments that you have going on this week. So you have, for your journal assignment this week, you can choose between Journal 22 or Journal 23. So let's take a look at that real quick. So in Journal 22, it's another opportunity to practice the inner guide conversation where you have an imaginary conversation with yourself in order to help you work through problems or define your own emotions or otherwise just kind of analyze and reflect upon your life. So in this exercise, you're going to have questions that your inner guide is supposedly asking you, and then you're going to go ahead and write your response to that, and then write your inner guide's response to your response. And you don't have to end here where it says, your response, inner guide's response, your response. You can keep going if you feel like you're being productive on that conversation. You don't have to write extra, but you're certainly welcome to. And it gives you several different questions to answer to help kind of guide that conversation with your inner guide. And as you are looking at your responses, remember that there's 4 different types of responses that you can have from the inner guide. Just as a quick reminder of those, you can have silence, reflection, expansion, or clarification. And those are the 4 different ways that the inner guide can respond to your responses. So remember that the inner guide is being the listener and you are acting as the speaker. So you're telling about your situation and the inner guide is trying to get more information, trying to get more clarification, sometimes just waits for you to say more. So just pretend as if you're speaking to someone who's a really good listener, and what would they say in order to get you to fully express your situation. And there are 10 questions that the inner guide will supposedly be asking you. And it's perfectly fine to just have the 3 responses that are here. If you feel like a conversation is very productive, don't limit yourself to that, but you're only required to do just the 3 responses: your response, inner guide, and then your response again for each of the 10 questions. Okay, so that is Journal 22. Let's take a look at Journal 23. This one is quite a bit more straightforward. It's just rules for success. So basically it's writing yourself your personal set of rules for college success, for life success, just your success in general. You can focus more on college or more on life, whatever you feel is more productive for you. And this is, don't get crazy about writing your number of them. You want to have somewhere between 3 and 10, like it says here in the instructions. These are your rules for life that you mostly want to focus on. And then after that, there's a few short answer responses here. 1 or 2 sentences there are fine. And then down here where it has the longer reflection question about diving deep, I'm going to be expecting a couple more paragraphs. Again, those magical words, dive deep. If you see those, I'm going to be expecting a little bit longer response. Like I say, at least a good meaty paragraph or a couple of paragraphs on that last response there. So those are your journal choices for this week. Let's go back and look at the other assignments. So I'm just going to touch really quickly here on these smaller assignments here. So you're going to have your academic skill plan report for organizing study materials. That one's fairly straightforward, just like all the other reports that you've been doing. You just say what went well, what didn't, what you're going to change in the future. This is also the week that you're going to report on your 32-day commitment if you chose to do that one. Remember that was one of the journal choices a few weeks back. If you chose the 32-day commitment at that time as a journal, then you can go ahead and report on this. This one is an extra credit assignment, so if you did not already complete the 32-day one a few weeks ago, then you don't have to worry about this assignment at all, okay? So just being aware of that. You don't have to complete it unless you already started your 32-day commitment a few weeks back. If you did start your 32-day commitment, you did that earlier journal, and you didn't stick with it, just go ahead and report that anyway. You can still grab yourself some extra credit points. Okay, so I want to talk just a little bit more in depth about the share and discuss assignment. Okay, so for this share and discuss assignment, you're going to be talking about bad, inevitable, and good failures. And these are going to be talked about a little bit more in the talk by Kevin J. Worthen, so make sure that you read or watch this so that you can be prepared to have your discussion with whoever it is that you're going to share this with. Just a quick note that you do not have to share this video or have your confidant read this talk. It's certainly a helpful talk to read, and they're certainly welcome to read it. You're certainly welcome to share it with them, but it's not required for the assignment. Basically, you're gonna read or watch this talk, and you're gonna write your answers to these questions in the assignment. And then once you have those written out, then you are going to talk about your answers to these questions with whoever it is that you've decided to share this with. Please do make sure to answer these questions. Sometimes we have a little bit of a clarification of what you need to do with a partner and what you need to do individually. So for this particular assignment, you don't need to view the talk with your trusted confidant. You do need to write out the answers to these questions, and you do need to discuss these questions with whoever it is that you choose. And then, of course, make sure to include their name and the advice that they gave you in response to that. Okay, so just clarification on that one. Have any questions about that one, please let me know. But yeah, you do not have to watch the materials with your confidant for this share and discuss this week. Okay, so that's what we have this week for week 11. Please let me know if you have any questions. I am here for you if you have any questions or confusion or need some extra explanation on anything. So thanks so much. Have a great week.